Welcome to Mika's Journey, a transition story, episode 8. I thought today we'd talk about surgeries a bit. Um, so, we obviously have top surgery, breast augmentation. Um, for a trans woman, anyway, it's a breast augmentation where they're putting something in to make it larger. With bottom surgery, it's basically where they make your outie and innie. So facial surgery is where I thought I'd spend more time talking. That's something that it's a discussion that I don't mind having here. So I went to the Mayo Clinic's website and I looked up what they have. So obviously with any surgery, you got to preface that with the risks that are entailed with any surgery. 25% of all surgeries have some sort of complication with them. So, be aware that things can happen. So when you decide that you're going to do this, you're going to talk to your doctor. Now, for youth, this is something that's not done until they're adults. You need to wait until all facial structure has completed and you're fully grown before you go in and try to mess with anything. So this isn't something that's ever going to happen with a child. So you go in and you talk to your doctor about what it is that your goals are, what you want to look for, and you start talking about how you can change your face. So we've got forehead contouring because the male forehead is a more prominent brow. So they'll go and cut that bone, they'll remove that bone, they'll reshape that bone, and then they put that bone back in place. A lot of fun. You can do eyelid modification where you're getting rid of some of this extra skin that's up here. Why does this phone keep turning off? Okay, there's cheek augmentation. So women have more prominent cheekbones. They have, fatty deposits there. So you may get implants. You may go in and actually fracture the bone and reshape because of that. And they will even take fat from other places of the body and use that as a filler up in there. You get the rhinoplasty, you get the nose reshaping, you can change its size and its shape. There's lip lift and augmentation. So this area here is greater for cis males than cis females. So they'll do a lip augmentation where they change that and the lip moves up, and they can even do lip filler to increase the size of the lips. There's a jaw angle, so males tend to have wider, more angled jaws, and they can go in there and make that rounder. There's chin reduction. So right in there, they can make that chin narrower and, maybe get rid of that scar right there. That would be interesting. A little tuck at the same time. So then we get down to this guy right here, tracheal shaves. They go in there and they attack that Adam's apple so that it doesn't protrude out there. And then hairline. So males tend to have a farther back hairline. So there's two things that can be done there. They can cut that and remove some of the forehead and then pull that hair back into place and sew it back in to move it forward. Or they can take hair from other places and transplant it up there. So those are the two options right there. So something else that you can do isn't facial feminization surgery, but it's in this area, is the voice. So I was looking up a few videos on this and looking up the procedures for it. And it seems that there's two common ways anyway, that I've found that they do this. And one is using a laser to actually go in and shorten the vocal cords. And the other is a Botox injection. That it's like it's shocking the vocal cords and it raises the pitch of your voice. And then you have to go on medication after a while because Botox wears off. And the girl who was talking about that was saying she wasn't really satisfied with it. And, that's the one thing about this is satisfaction. You cannot guarantee what your voice is going to be after surgery. You cannot guarantee what your face will look like. They can give you an idea and you can really say, oh my God, I'm going to look so pretty and all that. But due to complications and all that, it may not quite turn out the way you want. Maybe it just never was going to be that face. So some people do regret things. For me, I'm very, very grateful that I don't have an unattractive face. I find many people attracted to me, so I don't think that I have to rush out and do anything. But if I were to do something, I'd probably do the eyes because there's some extra skin up there and it helps show off the eyeshadow and you don't have as much skin in the way. The lip definitely sounds like a plan. Make that mouth a little bit nicer. And the chin, like I said, mainly to get rid of that. And then the trachea, that's the other one. So on the voice, I was watching one girl, listening to one girl, and before surgery, she was at 100 hertz on her voice. So that's lower than I am. I'm a 136 naturally. So that's lower than where I am. And after surgery was at 200 hertz, which is higher than where I'm trying to talk right now. And that's her new natural voice. So for me to go from 130 to 230 would be, wow, and that's natural. And I don't have to think about it anymore and concentrate on it. This is all getting back into mental health. It's how we see ourselves and how we're being perceived by others, how we believe we're being perceived by others. So it comes down to, are you satisfied with what you look like? Because most women are. Most women I've seen, they're beautiful. I haven't seen anyone that I'd say you shouldn't have done that. I've talked to some trans girls who have said that most surgeries shouldn't be done. And I agree. Like I said, unless it's absolutely necessary, you should never be looking at surgery as a first option. But there are cases when that's going to happen. That's the only way that you're going to get through. So you've got to do what's right for you. And that also comes down to the transition altogether. One group that I was in, they asked the question of, is anyone regretful of your decision to transition? Nobody said they were. We don't take these things lightly. We've been thinking about them for years. I've been 5 years just thinking about this day, wondering, is this right? Is this my goal? Is this the road that I was meant for? It was a long, hard mental battle to decide to get here and to say, you know what, screw it. I don't care what others think. I know that this is what I want. So here I am. I doubt I'll ever get facial surgery because the VA won't pay for it. If they did, I'd probably be talking to someone. Because one trans girl, the one point she made, and it sounds kind of accurate, is she waited till the late in her transition to get her voice surgery. And she said that's her one regret, that she didn't do that right away. That was such an impact right there, that she wasn't worried about. She felt feminine, more feminine, and that's what matters, that we're all being happy. It makes us better people all around. We're never grouchy, and we always have that smile on our face. So that's it for today. Please like and share. Let's get this out there to everybody. And if you have comments, questions, please leave them and I'll do my best to get to them. Until next time, I'm Mika.